Hi, I'm John Esposito. This is Making Sense with DiMatteo Group. I'm an advisor here in the office, and I want to make a video today about something we find is very important and not often utilized by clients, people we meet and talk to every day. That is the utilization of an emergency fund. Okay? We get asked this all the time. What is an emergency fund? How much do I need in this fund? If you Google emergency fund, you're going to find so much information on the internet. You're not going to know what to believe in or how much to put away, or you're not going to get a real clear and concise answer. So I saw a video on a wealth manager named Rob Luna, and he did something similar to this, and I thought I did share that video, but I also wanted to get it out on our platform, the message he sent, and I completely agree with it. So kudos to him, but basically he discussed 3 questions that are asked all the time, right? What is an emergency fund? How much do I have to put away in this fund? And what exactly is the emergency fund? Is it liquid cash? Is it bonds, CDs, gold, cryptocurrency? We wanted to go over all those different things. So I think the first question, what is an emergency fund? This is a source of funds you can access in case of emergency, just like the name, right? Rainy day fund, emergency fund, same thing, in our mind at least. You have a big medical expense, these big car bills where car repairs come up all the time. These are funds you could access at a moment's notice to pay off these particular bills. In an emergency, you lose your job is probably the biggest one, right? That's probably the biggest emergency, where you don't know where your income's coming for the next, it could be a week, it could be 6 months, it could be a year. You really don't know. Okay, so that pretty much answers the first question. What is an emergency fund? Quick access to cash, liquidity when you need it. Another thing to think about, as you become a more wealthy investor, right? You have assets that are tied up in real estate, you have investments that are tied up in a portfolio, right? And if you are using those as an emergency fund, with Murphy's Law, at the right moment in a down market, you're going to need access to those. You're going to need access to liquidity. And the last thing you want to do is pull out of those assets, right, that are long-term strategic investments in a down market, because now you're selling at a loss. So keep that in mind. Your emergency fund needs to be liquid at a moment's notice and not affect your overall long-term strategic goals. Okay? This is something that we believe you need to put in place first before you put together an investment portfolio after tax, before you put together a real estate portfolio. You need to build out your emergency fund. That is our view. All right? The next question, how much do I need to put away in my emergency fund? What I would ask is, what is your career, your profession? All right, do you have a more stable profession, something like a nurse or a physician, where if you lost your job, you'd be able to find something else pretty quickly? Are you a salesman, a real estate agent, a mortgage broker, where you're dealing with market risk or sector risk, like the real estate market, right? The real estate market, was it at all-time high the past 3 years? Now it's kind of come down, inventory's low. The number of realtors has declined greatly. You don't know where your next check's coming from. It's a very transactional business. It's a very transactional income. And if you lost your job in a bad market environment, how fast are you, in reality, you're going to be able to pick up another job, right? Providing that same income. So in that case, in the salesman area, right, I would say that you're looking at 6 months to a year. Okay, you want to put that away in your emergency fund in case you fall in hard times. If you're looking at, if you're a physician or a nurse, something where you could pick up a job fairly quickly, I would say probably 3 to 6 months. Okay, so we got that down. More stable profession, 3 to 6. Something more salesy that could, your income is very transactional. It could be dictated upon the market. and sectional downturns, in different sectors of the market, then I would say six months to a year. All right. Final question. What exactly is my emergency fund? Is it liquid cash in a checking or savings account? Is it gold bars? Do I keep it in my safe at home? Is it cryptocurrency? Is it an investment portfolio? We already checked off the investment portfolio. That's not something you want to utilize as an emergency fund. Gold bars, that is not quick access to liquid cash when you need it at a moment's notice. So I would check that off. Okay, cryptocurrency, super volatile market. It's not even something that we're allowed to recommend at this time. I would definitely say no. What's really popular right now is high yield savings accounts, money market accounts, CDs paying 4.5%. With CDs, you could do 3 months, 6 month, 9 month CDs. You could ladder them so liquidity comes into play every couple months, not taking a whole lot of risk there. High yield savings accounts paying 4.3%, 4.5%. Money markets still paying north of 5%. All great options in my opinion. Okay, so I hope this answers your questions. If you have any more, you could call me. You could reach us at dematiofinancial.com, and I'd be happy to help you anytime. With that, I want to thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.